Oh my gosh, it's so good. Girl, you have outdone yourself. I'm trying to say my first cup of joe. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Rae Vargas, in case you did not know, or if this is your first time. Sorry. My no chip manicures have not been lasting more than a week, so I don't know if that's my fault or their fault. And last time I walked into the salon, the girl started talking about my eyebrows. I was there for fingers. She started talking about my eyebrows. That one's a little bit smaller than that one. I did not come here asking for opinions. I didn't realize this was the comment section. Damn. I know it's smaller. Leave me alone, okay? We're already getting off track. If you guys have any intentions or goals or anything that you are hoping to achieve in 2020, leave them down below because I want to hear about it. And I want to hold you to it, girl. I want to hold you to it. I wanted to hop on, guys, and share my goals and my intentions, I guess, for the next year. And I wanted to talk about how I kind of did this year and some of the things that helped me and some things that kind of just aided me in finding a way to achieve the things that I found most important, and also how to figure out kind of what was most important to me. So let's just jump right in. I just bought this notebook because I just ran out of my other notebook. You guys know I'm on this no buy stuff, or I don't know if you do know, but I'm just not really buying like makeup and stationery and stuff, like this kind of stuff. Girl, okay, I go ham, okay? Like, I love notebooks, I love stationery, I love pens, I love markers, I love stickers, but I just got to a point where I was like, you need to slow your roll and use what you got. So I ran out of a notebook, yay me, huge round of applause, and I bought this the other day and it's freaking beautiful. It's from Target. It says own the day, and anyway, it's just like broken up into 4 sections, and I'm gonna show you one of the sections because it has my financial goals in it, but you gotta wait a minute for that. It was only like 11 bucks or something like that at Target. So it's by Fringe Studio, Culver City, California. I've been there. I have very professionally written my goals on an envelope before I transfer them. So we're just gonna go in order of however I have them written here. Goal number 1 for me for next year, and it's one that I didn't have for 2019. I didn't have a set goal necessarily, but a few years back I did have a goal of reading 50 books. Or consuming, I should say, 50 books, whether that be physically reading them or through an audio book or something like that. And I remember I didn't hit it that year, and but I didn't care, because that was a goal I just stopped caring about because I think it was a little too lofty for me. Just considering I was in college still, you can't just be reading books for fun when you got infants, and like I said, I was in college, I was a full-time student, and I was doing YouTube. It was just a little too lofty for me. So I think an important thing when setting goals is, 1, yes, to challenge yourself and to make it something that you have to consciously be trying to achieve, but at the same time, make it realistic and make it something that, you know, if you get a little off track, you don't feel like it's impossible to catch up. Like with the 50 books, it was impossible for me to catch up to that. There was no way. I got too far behind by like April, and I was like, well, crap, I can't catch up now. So my new goal is actually gonna be 30 books this year. I personally love to read, and one of the reasons it's a goal is it's not a punishment for me to read. I really, really enjoy it. However, I don't give myself the time to do it. So I love this. This is like an intentional way to give myself something that I find, you know, entertaining and pleasurable and enlightening. So this is gonna be a combo of both audiobooks and just regular old paper books, and I have a book light by my bed. That's a great way for me to read because I will sit there. I tend to go to bed by myself. Like, I don't go to bed at the same time as my partner, so I have that quiet time by myself in bed, and I will read pretty much every night, and then I like to reward myself with reading. So that's basically 2.5 books a month. That is extremely doable. There will be weeks where I read 4 books in a week, and then a month where I don't read any. So I think that's super doable, and that is a goal that I have. And also on top of that, I would love to incorporate maybe every other month a book by a YouTuber. So if you guys have any that you think are amazing, and I'll just say right off the bat, I am extremely biased towards women. I don't want to read most guys' stuff, and it's just because it's not that I don't like men, it's just that I really love women, and I just want to read what a woman has gone through because it's very much more relatable to me. So the first one I'm going to end up reading, though, I just ordered it yesterday, is Patricia Bright's book because I haven't picked it up yet. I believe it's called Heart and Hustle, and she's just great. She's lovely. Like, I love her videos. I love her spirit and her whole personality. So that's my first goal, 30 books, audio or physical, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, and on that note, I do plan on doing a book club video really soon because I probably have about 10, I'll narrow it down probably to about 10 books that I am happy to talk to you guys about, from financial to business to just nonfiction and fiction and love stories and everything. Another thing I want is to pick up a new skill this year in 2020. And in 2019, I did pick up a skill, or I should say I got significantly better at something that I could just barely do, which was braiding hair. So I knew how to do a braid. I've always known how to braid some hair, but I did not know how to do like cornrows. I definitely did not know. With my daughter, I've tried different things. Different styles of braiding, just using weave, using just her natural hair, just doing all different styles of stuff. And then with my son's hair, if you've seen it, it's grown out, his style or whatever. And I have been improving for sure. I just found a picture of the braids I did at the beginning of the year for him. That's a big spider. Oh, he's so fast. Okay, he's going that way though. Oh, he stopped. Carry on. If you compare the braids that I did on like my son at the beginning of the year versus the braids that I did last week, it is serious improvement. And beyond just the visual improvement, I am way faster, way better. Like, the braids will stay where they're supposed to be for 2 weeks or what, until he just starts looking a little crusty. I just gotta tell him, all right, it's hair wash day, let's go. So I would like to continue learning how to be a better braider to the point where I'm confident enough to do it on other people that I did not give birth to. At this point, people ask me to braid their kids' hair or their hair like here and there, and I'm like, it's gonna be a no for me, dog, because, you know, my kids have patience with me because I'm their mom, and they're not allowed to not have patience with me. That's just part of our relationship. But this year I would like to, one, strengthen a skill of being able to speak Spanish. So I grew up speaking Spanish and everything, but the last 15 years or so, I don't speak Spanish to anybody, and I can hear it and I can listen to it in music and I can watch it on TV and stuff like that, but it's definitely something that is slowly fading away, and I would like to just strengthen it because I know that I have the foundation. So I would just like to strengthen it because it is part of who I am. It's part of my family, and I just want to be better at it. It's something that I want to actively get better at this year. And also editing photos. Editing like photos, not like on Instagram, not like face tuning kind of stuff. I want to learn how to truly professionally kind of edit photos, and with that, take better pictures, learn what's the better time and what's the better angle and stuff like that to taking pictures so I can improve my business. And then also the piano. So we have a keyboard downstairs and it basically mimics like a piano, and I would love to take the lessons that I was gonna take and I never did. So those are the skills that I would like to work on this year and say that, you know, I'm improving on. Next up, I have my financial goals. And so this was the first year of my entire life as an adult. Oh, that's my boy. Hang on, I can't ignore this. So this was my first year in adulthood, basically ever not being in debt. I started the year off with a little bit of debt left, but I did finish off paying, paying off my loans, my car, and everything that I had basically early 2019. So I lived pretty much the entire year with zero debt, and I would like to continue that despite the fact that this is a home that I'm renting, which always stirs people up, but the taxes on a home that I would ideally like to buy in a neighborhood that I would like to be in are going to equal just shy of what I'm paying in rent. So it's not that I'm losing money, guys. Either way, I gotta find a place to live. But I am attempting to save cash to buy my home. And so this year I would like to save an additional, $200,000. However, what I am trying to do on a weekly basis is basically I want to save $156,000, which is $3,000 a week for a home. I want to save a bunch of money for my taxes, which I successfully did last year, which means this year tax season, like 2020, where I'm paying 2019's taxes, is not going to be the headache that it normally is, because I saved a ton of money to give the precious government. You guys can have it. Have it. You love it so much. Take it. And then I have what I call my next step savings, which can be a number of of different things. It could be a car, it could be a business, it could be life events, it could be just a variety of different things. And so I'm saving $50,000 for every next step, basically. So I'll fund a next step for $50,000, and then I will go ahead. It could be buying a rental property. It could be seriously anything. And then I will complete that, and then I will create another next step savings, and then so on and so forth. So I will continue to fund those. I have one almost fully funded, and hopefully we can get a few more. That one is kind of fluctuating. It's not a weekly payment. It's a 20% of any income payment. So if I made $1 million, then I'm gonna save $200,000 worth of next step savings no matter what, which is kind of how this one works. But if I only made $100,000, I'm only gonna save $20,000, get it? So actually I would save a lot less than that, because obviously I can't fund all of this on a $100,000 income. And then I have a savings for my children, which is $20,000 a year. I also have some others, retirement plans and things of that nature, which I don't include here because all of that is automatic and it is set for the next 19 years. We are 1 year down. So I don't put that in here. That is another substantial amount of money though. But that is like a lofty 20-year goal, like I said. With my financial goals, I think the one way that I was able to successfully hit them all this year, because I did fully fund all of the accounts that I was hoping to fund. One of the best ways for me to do it was to make everything automatic. I had automatic monthly withdrawals and I had automatic weekly withdrawals for the larger amounts, and that kept me on track. I had a goal for every single month of how much money I needed to make to be comfortable and to be able to fund my savings. If I made more, great. If I made less, then that was something that well, I didn't make less because I wouldn't let myself make less, but I got close to making less sometimes. And that was a push for me. That was something that told me, Sarah, you gotta work more, you gotta work harder, you gotta put out more, you gotta do more, you gotta do better, you have to do better contracts, all of that. So, you know, because when you work for yourself, it's easy to let yourself slack off. And so goals like this keep me on track. And if you are working for yourself, or if you're a content creator, YouTube, or something like that, I think it's super important to set goals so that you keep moving forward. And again, I've mentioned before, my goals are never subscriber goals or view goals or anything like that, because I just can't control that enough, you know, but I can control the amount of work that I'm doing for the most part. After that, I have body weight, sort of physical goals. And with this one, I know better than to set, I want to lose 50 pounds as a goal. I don't do that anymore. My main goal with my body and my weight is consistency. So I have, in the last 2 months or so, kind of tried out this new way of eating and drinking, like, you know, just kind of a new lifestyle, I guess. And I've mentioned it in my blog, and I said after I tried it for a few months, I'll see how I feel mentally, physically, if it's working in terms of being suitable for my lifestyle, and also promoting weight loss, because at the end of the day, I do need to lose weight. I mean, if the alternative is gaining weight, which it is, because I never stay still weight-wise, then I need to lose it, because gaining it is obviously not gonna help me out anymore. I'm always gonna be a proponent of living your best life and doing, you know, as best you can in life, and not settling for things, and knowing that your worth is not tied to what you weigh. But I'm also always gonna be a proponent for doing what's good for you. And what's good for me is to be consistent in my eating, and like kind of tracking what I eat, and just being very aware of it. Because I know for me personally, if I'm not aware of it, I binge like a psycho, because I can't, it's too much. So consistency is very key for me, because I have not been consistent. I can be consistent for 4 to 5 months, and then I can be inconsistent for 4 to 5 months, and then I can be consistent for 4 to 5 months, and fluctuating up and down 40 pounds multiple times a year. I can't imagine that's very good for me. So consistency, that is what's key for me with my body this year. As far as my work goes, you guys know I'm a YouTuber, obviously, but I'm a content creator, and I also do other things as well. Diversifying my income, my money, my portfolio, if you will, it's been something new. It's a new addition to my life. One thing, kind of like on a creator front, on me, the person who actually sits in front of the camera and does stuff, me, the creator, I want to really trust my gut and I want to move in my lane of what I'm currently passionate about, what I currently care about. You guys, if you've been around on this channel and the other channel, you know that there was a time where I did a lot of videos about sex. You know that there was a time where I did a ton of videos about school lunches, you know, like making lunches for my kids. These videos, these series, and it's not just those, but there were other series as well, they were like wildly popular for me. They were consistently my most viewed videos on both channels, and they were very popular, and it would be very easy for me to continue to do them because I believe they would still be very popular. That being said, it just doesn't suit my lifestyle anymore, and I don't want to do them because I feel fraudulent if I do. And so I've had to kind of let go of certain things through the years. And I mean, the lunch videos, my kids still eat lunch, but they make themselves. They throw, you know, a sandwich or an Uncrustable, a yogurt, some water and some damn chips or some pretzels or some piece of fruit or some vegetables or something, whatever. They throw it in the lunchbox. It's not cute. It's not pretty. It's the third grader's lunch that he made himself or she made herself, and they throw it in, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not as adorable as it once was. And despite the fact that those videos made so much money, they got so many views, they got me so many subscribers, I just can't bring myself to do them. So I want to really focus on what I am passionate about, including hauls. Hauls will probably be the next thing to go. But the tricky part is that I'm still passionate. I still care and thoroughly enjoy and love fashion and plus size fashion specifically. And I do still feel like I have things to say and I have value to add in that space. I just don't necessarily want to do it in the form of hauls, and I don't want to go back to doing it in the form of lookbooks because nobody cared about lookbooks. So I'm creating this sort of hybrid, or attempting to at least, and that's something I want to focus on in 2020. I mean, I'm passionate about coffee, so I'm going to talk about coffee. Like, I love reading. I'm going to talk about reading. I love stationery and planning. I really do. Like, I would just want to talk about the things that I care about so that if you care about them too, maybe you'll stick around and watch. And if you don't, that's okay. We can all just kind of grow and change. And if that means moving around and watching other people, then, you know, that's natural. Right in line with my work though, I would like to launch my second business. I have technically created it, like, as far as the government's concerned, it exists. It's a real true licensed business. However, we have not launched, and I'm hoping to launch that in 2020, early to mid 2020. And with that comes my next goal, which is I'm hoping to be able to employ 2 people. So one of my main goals in creating an additional business is, yes, it'd be nice to have a different stream of income, but I would love to be able to create income in a good environment that can be steady, that people can rely on for some people that are in my life, some people that could use it. And I want to just start with 2 people and say, like, I want to create income for 2 people by the end of the year. And then I also want to create my charity, which I'm really excited about, but I want to officially get it launched, like super officially, this year. We do charitable things. However, I would like to fully create it and have it be completely separate from me and who I am, so that my name doesn't necessarily, my name is in the charity name, so never mind. And then I just have that I would like to creatively change. I would like to, like I was saying, kind of explore, just stop being afraid of whether or not people are gonna watch things or not. Like, my views have never been amazing. Like, so I'm never gonna be about the drama, and I'm never probably gonna be about the trends, and that's just not who I am. So if I can grow in who I am and maintain enough of an audience, people that'll support me, then that's marvelous. And if I can't, then I think that'll just be my sign that it's time for me to move on to something else. As far as my spiritual goals, I would like to get back to more consciously, oh God, it's above me now. It's right there. Oh God. Okay. I would like to get back to reading my Bible daily, first thing in the morning though. I like to start that way. Sometimes I would just listen to it while I was washing the dishes because It was just my quiet time before the kids got up. I would also like to get back to more regularly doing my weekly devotional, which I have 2 here that I like. I would also, this one I probably don't need to speak about with you guys, but I would just like to be a little bit more trusting in God and just feeling like, sometimes I feel like I have to control more than I actually have to control. And that can cause stress on me, stress on my relationships, stress in my job. And I just want to let go and let God. You know what I mean? Like, I want to focus on doing that more now. Let go and let God. God, you got me? Because that spider is so fast. Okay, it's fine. It's not that I'm afraid of spiders. I just don't want it to get mixed up in my hair or anything. And then I have family goals, which is very simply, 1, I want to spend more time purposefully with my family, whether that be my parents, my kids, my relationship. That's my family to me. My friends, like, I want to spend more time consciously working on all of these relationships. I want to go on vacation more. I want other people to be able to be included on these vacations. You know, despite whatever their financial situation is, I want to do what I have to do to make sure that we are getting together and spending the time needed to get together. Even if it feels like, oh, man, I got to do all this. Like, what a headache. But like, it's always so rewarding once we get everyone together. Like, I'm having my whole family over today. I don't have anything for this. I'm about to rush out after I film this video and like get some food and drinks and stuff, but I just had it in my heart that I wanted my family to get together, and I wanted us to spend some time together, and I wanted our kids to play together, and I wanted them to come and make a damn mess of my house that I'll get frustrated with after the fact, but I know that I will remember from this day the memories that we make together with my family and my friends and all that. Also, just very simply, I would like to not work on anything, including not even checking emails before 8 a.m. because sometimes I walk downstairs pissed the hell off because of an email that someone has sent me that I read first thing in the morning, and then I have to get my kids ready for school, and I have no patience, and I'm mad, and everything pisses me off. Don't let there be a Cheerio on the floor because your ass is mine if there is. You know what I mean? I don't need to be that person. My kids are not bad. Like, I don't need to be that mom. I also would like to shut off at 4 o'clock. When my kids walk in the door, I don't want to work anymore. I want it to be done. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to get my work done between the hours of 8 and 4 every single day. Also, I don't have my kids every other weekend, so if there's work that needs to be done during the day, or at night, I should say, let it be done on the days that I don't have my children. That is extremely important to me because I'm never gonna get the time back with my kids, ever. They will never be the age that they are ever again. You know what I mean? Like, they'll never be this age ever again. This is never gonna happen. Lastly, I just kind of wanna let go. I just don't want to be so worried about this or that or what people say or what people think. And I've gotten a lot better at that this year. And mostly that's because I just don't consume the same media that I used to. I hardly, and so the trouble of that is, like, I stopped going on Instagram, but the trouble there is that I also stopped posting, you know what I mean? So I need to be able to separate that and, you know, not flick through Instagram, which now I hardly ever do. I go on specifically to support, so specifically to find posts that people that I care about have posted. I want to comment, I want to like, and then I want to get the hell up out of there. I don't want to go through the explore page. I don't want to go through all of my DMs. I don't do any of that anymore. So I just need to be able to do that because that has been very helpful. It's a lot of nonsense that doesn't enter my brain anymore. There's a lot that I didn't know happened this year, I'm sure, but it's totally fine because life continues without knowing every ounce of stupidity that's happening. Not that it's all stupid, but a lot of what I was looking at was just asinine. And yeah, but I still need to be able to post and be creative and care more. So I want to care more about what's important, and I want to care less about all of the stupid stuff. All right, so those are pretty much my goals. Anything else might just be a little bit private, so I don't really, you know, maybe want to share with the whole world. But I do think it would be good to kind of check in on my goals. I'm thinking maybe even mid-year check-in, you know? Maybe in like June or July or something, I can check in and see how my goals are going, and maybe we can all check in together. And then, you know, maybe we can retouch at the end of the year. And I just think it's important to say what you kind of care about and what you plan on doing. And I think there's something to keeping things to yourself. Like when you are making moves or whatever, you want to keep them to yourself and not tell everybody what you plan on doing. But at the same time, it's nice to have some kind of accountability. So, you know, I told you guys some things, but I didn't give you all the specifics or how or when or why things are going to happen. But hopefully this will kind of inspire you to look at your own life, and it'll kind of help you figure out, you know, maybe there's some things that you want to accomplish for the year, and just write them down. I find that writing them down is the best, because I can like cross them off sometimes. What? There's some things that can be crossed off. Some of them can't be crossed off. But yeah, I thought this would be fun to kind of share with you guys some of my 2020 goals and intentions for myself. If you enjoyed this video though, you guys can give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Like I said, I kind of just want to be me, and I want to do me. And so I really hope that I can maintain this attitude, and I can really express myself a little bit more freely the way I used to, but just in a different way. You know what I mean? I'm much older now. I'm much wiser. I'm like an owl up in here. Call me Hedwig. Not that much wiser, but I'm more like that owl on the lollipop commercial. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all are too young. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you're too young for me, bro. I hope we all have an amazing year. I hope everybody grows and gets what they need and what they need. I was gonna say what they want, but really what they need. I know there's gonna be a lot of learning and new stuff in my life, and life is gonna life itself up, and I'm excited. Things will be fun. There's so many weddings next year too. Oh my gosh, I love a wedding. And there's so many weddings, and I'm the best man. No, the groom, what the hell's it called? The bridesmaid, but what is it called? The maid of honor. I'm the maid of honor in my best friend's wedding, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. I gotta go because this outro is too long.